Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Skyrockets. My name is Skylar and this is my 34th movie review for my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the movie Sting. What the freak? Ah, it's a spider! Oh, get out of here! Yeah, Whew. I think I got it, you guys. I was not expecting to be attacked by a giant spider today. But anyway, we were talking about the movie Sting. Now, I will be giving a movie description on what this movie is about, and then a review of how well it did with its story, acting, cast, music, special effects, visual effects, scares, all that sort of stuff. And then an overall rating based on the review as well as how entertaining I found it. So, to start off, let's give that description of what this movie is about. Hope you enjoy. Sting follows a rebellious 12-year-old named Charlotte who finds a spider in the rundown apartment building, and she decides to keep it as a pet. But then people start to go missing or they're being found dead, as the spider starts to grow bigger and craves a desire for blood. Now Charlotte must save her family from her new pet and hope they all live to see another day. Well, y'all, it looks like we had nothing to worry about because this spider is actually not dangerous. In fact, he's very sweet. So we got nothing to worry about. He's just going to chill here with us the whole time. Unlike Sting, though, who is big and dangerous. You don't want to mess with him. Now, to start off the review, we're going to talk about the story. The story start off like any other horror movie, you know, like the good horror movies at least, because it opens with an action scene. And then it starts from a few days earlier, so we can see how everything led up to that crazy moment in the movie. The story, though, I will say is a bit predictable due to some foreshadowing of specific items like a mothball, a sweater, and a machine that smashes stuff, which we see all of this early on in the movie during Act 1. By then, I could already tell how they were going to take on the spider and beat it, so in a way, it kind of sucked that I already knew how this was going to end. But in a way, it was kind of like, okay, am I actually right about this? Because, like, I see all this. They're giving us all this information. But what actually happened? So I typed it up in my notes. Like, okay, foreshadowing, all this, everything I'm saying right now, I basically typed up during Act 1. And then, during Act 3, it all happened. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I was correct. Because most of the time you can, like, predict stuff and you're not sure if it will actually go that way. But this, it was just too easy to predict, so it was kind of like, eh. The dialogue, though, now that we're done with the story, was very well written, especially when the family was arguing with each other. That moment just drew me in. I'm like, whoa. Like, I was, like, leaning and, like, focused on this dialogue. I was like, wow, this actually seems legit. I'm like, this is crazy. It sounds like me and my family. But yeah, I liked the dialogue. The character development, I really liked the character development within the family. It's funny what can happen over the course of 4 days. Because Charlotte starts off in the movie seeming like she doesn't really know where she fits in due to a newborn sibling being present. You know, like, oh, there's a new child. My family's paying more attention to the baby, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, yeah, she doesn't really know where she fits in. But by the end of the film, she comes to realize that her family still cares about her and loves her. The stepdad develops throughout the film by working to earn his stepdaughter's love and manages to do so by the end of the film. Because she doesn't think that her family really loves her, but the stepdad's working to try and earn that love. And it's funny how you think about that because it's like, wow, like, they both want that love. So it was nice to see that character development between the stepdad and the daughter throughout the film. The acting and the cast was great. Cast was chosen perfectly. Acting was great. I really felt that connection between the characters, like they were a real family. And the little girl was surprisingly good at her role. I felt like maybe there was 1 or 2 moments where it was like, eh. But other than that, she did great. The music and sound effects fit perfectly with each scene and were well executed. Special visual effects were fantastic, although some scenes I felt could have been more improved with the spider. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad, is what I mean. The editing was well done, and the transitions between scenes were perfect. The scares were bloody and gory, a few jump scares here and there that are very well executed and would make a horror movie fan like myself proud. If any of you have seen the movie Alien, it kind of gave me that vibe, because at the beginning of the film, this spider is kind of introduced as an alien. And there's a moment in the movie where it kind of jumps at someone, like a face hugger. So I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, it's an alien jumping like a face hugger from Aliens. And then there was a scene at the very end of the movie, which I'm going to try not to spoil, but I'll hint at it by saying alien egg? Alien egg? I don't know. I feel like that's a good enough hint. So, yeah. If you've ever seen the Alien movie, you remember that egg opening up. There was a scene kind of like that. Humor. There was a little bit of humor actually in this film, but not that much. I did laugh about 2 times, though, so there was a few funny moments. But that is all I have for the review. Now, we get to talk about the rating. So I'm giving this movie 7 out of 10 stars because I thought it was weird that they just introduced Sting as an alien spider and didn't bother to give more detail on it, like its background or purpose of going to Earth. It just showed Sting flying in space and then crashing through a window like a little pebble, and that's all we really get about him being an alien and nothing else. So I feel like they could have dug more into his background, and maybe he's got others living on a planet like the xenomorphs from Alien, who knows, or Predator, for instance. So we don't really know his background. And then it also just felt like a short movie. I didn't mind the pacing of the movie, though, because we got a lot of action and scare moments, but I feel like there could have been more to it. And also, it kind of gave too much detail for how it was going to end. Like, right after Act 1 or during Act 1, I already knew how it was going to end and how they were going to beat him, and it just felt too put out there. Like, I feel like they could have maybe introduced it during Act 3 or 2 where they find out his weakness, but no, they find it out during Act 1, so it's kind of predictable. Anyway, y'all, that's it for my movie review. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, or you can wait till the end of the video to hit the subscribe button. And you can also wait till the end of the video to check out more movie reviews, or just click on my name down below if you want to check out more movie reviews. Anyway, till next time, I will catch y'all with the next flick.